showing up and all the coaches for coming in an hour early and making sure that we got everything right. So thank you guys. Thank you. Okay, so we don't do the stripes in any particular order. It's more like a high school graduation. I'll call you up, but just understand that a lot of the things that get left unsaid is how hard it is to do this, right? How hard it is to show up consistently, and your body gets a little beat up, but you still show up. And all of these stripes and promotions have been very well earned. So congratulations to all of you that are getting striped up, and we'll do the belts at the end, okay? All right, so you want to start gathering some stripes? So just come up, and whoever has a stripe up here will stripe your belt up. If you have somebody in particular that you want to get striped up by, just stand in front of them. They'll get the picture. But I'm going to ask you, when you come up to get striped up, Deborah's going to be doing photos and stuff. So when you come to get striped up, stand about here-ish, okay? So that the photograph can be a little bit better than people kind of in the way, okay? And you guys can clap along, clap it whenever we call somebody, or clap at the end. What you like, right?
Get the hair in the picture.
You guys want to do like a running hand slap down the line?
Yeah, running hand slaps are good.
Right on down the line. Keep on moving.
Hey, real quick, the last thing real quick, before we get started, belt promotions. So last time you got off a little easy on belt promotions because we didn't have a lot of time for rolling. This time I'm going to set a 3-minute timer, 30-second break, and new belts have to roll the entire time. Okay? All right, here we go. First up, getting 3 stripes, Mike Cott's back.
I told you 3 plus 2 is 5.
I was like, he already has 2. No, promoted to 2.
Mike already messed it up. Good job, Mike.
Oh, I thought you had so we're like putting 3 on it to keep it 5. Sorry.
You gotta hug him too.
He's already 5.
Second.
Sierra Hoover, 4 stripes.
And a puppy. 4 stripes and a beanbag chair.
Thank you, Coach. Because now I feel a little better.
That was the worst.
I feel partially responsible. Sorry about that.
I'm gonna snipe it. I already got my hug.
I know.
Let's go, Solo Sierra. Oh my gosh.
You forgot this.
Oh my gosh!
All right, thank you guys.
Brian Villegas, 2 stripes.
Okay, 1 stripe.
Ian Cardenas, 1 stripe. Where is he? Robert Mendoza, 4 stripes. So real quick, so every time we got promotions, I give the coaches about 3 months heads up, and I ask them to look for a couple things. Obviously, who's up for their next belt and if they're ready, right? Because your 4 stripe doesn't mean you're going to your next belt. It just means you're eligible for your next belt. And then I ask them for fast tracks, people that are just killing it, and we're going to move them up, bump them up a little bit faster. So we have a few today, and Robert's one of them.
Nice.
So. Oh, and he just had a baby. Well, he didn't have one. Jason Ellis, you're getting a stripe. Get up here. Where's Elisa? Elisa. Susan Carlson, get up here. Don't leave him out. Good job. And she showed up.
I lost a little bit of weight, so I'm kind of hard to see.
It's hard to see you at this point. Maybe you blend in with the weight.
Just that. Start
Start with Chris.
with Chris. James Myrmel. Am I saying that wrong? Myrmel?
Probably.
How do you say that?
Next belt.
Attaboy! Mike Burnley, you're getting your third strike. Unbelievable. Lawrence Ellis, you're getting a strike. Get up here.
Yeah, run on. That's it.
All right, I want you guys to know that the Aloha Festival is going on, and Keone Kalama's here to get his third strike. Mark Lou, 4 strikes. So excited too. Josh Beeman, get your second strike.
Hey, you're actually doing it though. You're
Our very own Jerry Parsons getting his first strike. Get up here, Jerry. He's not here. Fabian's not here.
Yay, Jerry!
Underhooks.
Teddy Gregg, get up here, buddy. It's another one of our fast tracks. Dale Henson getting 4th strike. Patrick Thomas, you get a strike. Get up here. Where are you? Just can't get 2 in a row. George Kwan, you get a strike. Get up here. Chance Zapata, you get your 3rd strike. Get up here. Michael Glenn, 1 strike. That's 3 in a row, by the way. Jason Salvez, get a strike. Jason, thanks a lot. Jeremy Brown, get a 3rd strike. Get up here. Juarez, get the 1st strike. Anthony Soltero getting 1 strike. Where are you? Clint Whitney getting a strike. Guys are making my heart hard. Hey. Goggin getting her second stripe.
Tom, just give her a high five. Keep it moving. Let's go.
Yeah, that's one. Ian's here! Yay! All right, Ian, wipe your feet. Come up and get your stripe, will you?
No pressure.
Cecil, get up here and get your second stripe. Here's that up in that. Here's that up in that. Preston, get your first stripe.
Forget it. Good job, Tom. Yeah. Good job. Going down.
Been practicing all week.
At the end of the class,
Here's another one of my fast tracks.
give up the stripe.
4 stripes, buddy.
You need some?
Stripe, get up here. Always has great hair.
Stop moving.
Cam Allen, you're getting your second stripe. Get up here. Jeffrey Jones, you're getting 2 stripes.
Whoa, bro, just gonna disc like that.
That was my fault. It was the second hug.
Tyler Carey, get up here, get your third stripe. Ellis, get up here, get a second stripe.
One of our original warriors, yeah?
Yep.
Original warrior.
John Frisk, get up here, get a stripe. Ryan Elmore getting a stripe. Get up
We have done it ourselves.
All right, I don't see her here, but
You're not wrong, though. You're not.
stripe.
Nice.
Yeah. Matt Triplett, get up here, get a stripe. Greg Lipscomb, get a stripe.
No Greg, no Greg.
Dan Bartlett, getting a stripe. I feel like a comic. Yeah, that's consistent. Joy Parsons, getting a stripe.
I get this one.
She's like, I'm gonna recount.
I'm so proud of you. Go get him. Go get him. Your stripe is that way. Kelsey Weisman, get a stripe. I thought she was going to tackle somebody.
Well, you're gonna.
Where's Anna? Anna Paulino. Anna. Anybody? No, Anna, not here? Colin Upper getting a strike.
Purple belt.
Yeah, so are we sticking with the brown then?
No, you gotta take that one off. Oh, okay. We're going back.
You just put it on your shoulder.
First time I see Colin show up on time.
There we go. Captain America himself.
All right, so real quick, so I made a decision, and this is like, I've talked to a lot of black belts, a lot of coaches about this decision that I made, and it revolves around like kids doing other sports, right? And some kids leave to do soccer and they leave to do basketball, but then they come back. But the kids that go do wrestling, I always believe that they're just adding to their grappling game. So I'm going to promote on time. So kids that go out and do wrestling come back, they're not going to wait until the next cycle. So Christian, Styler, you're getting a strike.
No, he's practicing wrestling. He's wrestling. He's wrestling. He's not
You know what?
right?
2 stripes.
You guys,
The boy's got game. He's getting 2 stripes now. He's got game. 2 stripes.
Come on, he's giving it July. You gotta come
Chicks.
I know.
We'll make fun of him later. We can record the speech.
I can do this too. All right, guys. All right, so let's congratulate everybody that got stripes today. And if you didn't, don't brag about not checking in. All right, here we go. Robert? Yeah. You guys get ready and come up and get stripes.
Don't worry, we'll wait.
There's only like 70 of us. Take your time.
Getting late though. I got a stripe.
Just holding up the whole class.
The longer you take, we're just gonna promote you right to purple.
If she starts taping her fingers, that's a done deal. Like purple belt. All the way through.
Get up here.
Oh, they were just joking.
Not you.
I gave a beautiful speech for you. So we're going to move on to belts. We started blue, and then we're going to work way up. We have 2 brown belts getting promoted today, which is awesome. But I'm going to I'll give you guys a little chance to say something about each one when I bring them up as they're getting the belt tied or whatever. But this student has been with me, with us, for probably a little over a year and a half now. Kind of hopped around different classes, mornings, evenings, but very consistent. And has got a job that is so demanding. I mean, he literally comes to the morning class from work and then sleeps a little while and goes right back to work. Unless the phone rings and he doesn't sleep and he goes right back to work. But I've seen so much growth in this teammate. Every time we roll, it's like I've got to try harder and harder and harder. So to make myself feel better, no, I'm just kidding. But no, this is a very well-deserved belt. And Leo, get your belt.
I'm waiting.
Let's turn this way so.
Yes, thank you.
Guys, I like to throw this little stat out every promotion. So I think about 1,500 people have come through the doors. I'm not sure, Deborah, Chris, maybe. And I think today we're going to get up to about 12 or 13 total blue belts since we've been open. So that's like less than 1%. Like it really is, right? So it's big. They're all big, right? But if you guys hang in there, you know, hopefully we bump those numbers up. But like I said, it's a very small percentage of people actually make it for the full first promotion cycle. So.
Let's hear it for Leo one more time.
Oh, shit.
Deserving of the belt. He came to us from a different school, but always asking questions, always doing private lessons and learning from different coaches. Even bought lessons just to have a coach to roll with. Wanted to get some rounds in. A little crazy, but that sounds good to me, right? Again, guys, this is a really tough belt to get, and he's waited a long time for this. He's fought through an injury, kept showing up. Brian, you're getting your blue belt.
Fun fact: when you get a new belt, you're welcome to unlimited funds to buy new gear. Your spouse doesn't have to give you commission. I would say a safe number is right around $800, $900. Get yourself a blue right. Good job, Brian. You should. Everything of yours has got to be blue now. Car, rifle, motorcycle, hair.
Next student is, a lot of this is kind of repetitive, but there's certain things that I'm looking for in students. And again, this is one of our fast tracks. This student is super dedicated. He's immersed himself in this martial art. And I always tell people, take notes, ask questions, do all this, do all the things that you need to do to retain a lot of this information. You're drinking from a fire hose right now, and he's done it. And we started watching him about a year ago, and we're thinking, well, maybe we can fast track his white belt stripes, or maybe we can just fast track him. In the past 3 months, it's been exponential. I mean, to a person, everybody's like, yeah, this one's a no-brainer. So, Brandon Lyons, will get your belt. Not necessarily. Next student is he absolutely drives me crazy because he's one of those students that it's one of my favorite things when you got to tell a student to go home to not train. They're kind of doing it right? I mean, it's hard. It's hard because you just want to be here. And through injuries, through overnight shifts, through all kinds of stuff, just keeps showing up. And, he'll limp a little bit, and he'll see me watching, and then he just kind of straightens up. Because he knows I'll send him home. And I'm going to get emotional with this one. Jim Paulino, kid of mine. I gotta give you your belt now.
Fun fact about Jim Paulino, he single-handedly dug up that water break on the 60 and fixed it. So you all should thank him.
And then he came in and trained.
It's only fair because he caused it.
There's a picture of him actually rear naked choking that water break the whole thing until he could get a collar on it to fix it.
Wrong demographic, this is the east side.
Yeah.
People don't see 10 feet.
So those of us who lived out there, we're very happy.
All right, guys, this next student has been grinding it out. I mean, he came to us as a kid. I mean, he's still a kid. I've got boots older than him. But every time I roll with this kid, I have to try my hardest because he just brings it. And it's not anything wild. It's like getting more technical and more technical and more technical. And again, to a person, we all agree that Matt Lewicki is going to get his blue belt today. It's all set up, man. Was he shot? All right, everybody. So again, you know, when you're doing jiu-jitsu and you've done a lot of athletic stuff in the past, it's kind of natural, right? Come in, work hard, maybe break a finger, break a toe, no big deal, right? But there's people that don't have that kind of background, and those are my favorites. Those are the ones that just show up. They're like, I don't know, I'm doing this today, I guess. And then you see kind of their growth, right? You see them build that mental toughness, that physical toughness, and yeah, this hurts, but I'm doing it anyway. And it's really difficult to get out of your little comfort zone. And this next student has not only gotten out of her comfort zone, she has immersed herself in this stuff. If there's a women's camp on the moon, she'll find a way to get there. She's one of the most supportive people that I've met in the community as far as like women's activities goes. And this is really important, guys, because when we started this, we wanted to cater to two things. We wanted to cater to kids and women in the sport. Because, sorry guys, you guys would just show up, right? You guys are like super fans of baseball. You guys for some reason buy the ball caps and all that stuff, but it's a lot harder to empower kids and empower women to do this kind of stuff. So I'm very impressed with how far she's come. And Caitlin, you get your blue. Well, you really tied the heck out of this thing. There you go.
I did a tutorial.
There you go. You did do a tutorial.
Yes, I did.
Oh yeah.
Is anybody wondering who the other blue belt is? No. Anybody want to know?
I didn't know.
Yeah, it's Bonnie Harris. Is getting her blue belt. So, yeah. Yes.
Type it up a couple.
Two of them.
Give him the next one.
All right, guys. Again, I think this next purple belt, we've known each other probably about 7 years, maybe 7 or 8 years. He came in and he's got a twin brother, and they're both like crazy talented grapplers. They've dedicated their entire life to it. And when he added jiu-jitsu, it just made my life harder because not only is he throwing me around the room, he's also submitted me. Came back from a very pretty much, I don't hate to say career ending, but I mean it's a very tough injury to come back from. And healed up, signed up for No-Gi Worlds, and he's a world champion. Chris Smith.
Okay, now I'll say I like you because you're a firefighter.
What's that? What's that?
I never liked him because he was a firefighter, but now I like him.
Now he's all right.
You must be a police officer.
You know what? You know what cops and firefighters have in common? They all want to be firefighters.
How would I get it?
Again, super talented grappler. Pretty much any sport that he's played, he's been great at. And not because he's got any kind of superpower. He just works hard. And if you guys have ever rolled with him, you know that it's probably one of the tougher rolls in the room.
He's got a superpower.
He's got a what's that?
This guy does. No one else, just him.
Yeah, but started grappling when he was a kid, and for those of you that have kids in the grappling program, he's a perfect person for your kid to look up to because, I mean, great person, great human being, comes from a great family, and Ikaika, you're getting your purple belt.
And guys, hey, purple belt is actually the first advanced belt, right? So you go from intermediate to blue to purple belt, which is an advanced belt, right? So these guys, you know, he may or may not have a superpower, but man, he works really hard. Yeah, I'm just saying, may or may not, but you don't get there unless you're training a lot, right? So just keep at it. And,
I gotta say, when I got my brown belt, Paul put my brown belt on me. This was I felt that this is the heaviest belt, not because like I wasn't ready. Nobody ever feels ready, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. But Paul would always say that this was his favorite belt. And when your instructor says, this was my favorite belt, you're like, ooh, what am I getting into?
never good.
But he was right. And we had a conversation, and I said, you know, I want to fight every brown belt in the state. Everybody that's my age, I want to fight every single one of them. And we competed a lot at brown belt. This belt means a lot to me, but this person means a lot to me too. When this student walked into the academy, he came from California, and came from a very good school in California. And anybody that comes from a school like this, you want them on your team because they're good people in that school. You know you're going to get great jiu-jitsu. It's going to be fundamentally sound, and they're just going to beat the crap out if you're not careful. So, how do you get somebody to stay? You train with me, right? As soon as he walked in, and I got to meet him a little bit, I was like, he and I are going to have a roll. We had an amazing roll, and ever since then, it's been amazing rolls because. He knows I want to put him to sleep, and he knows, and I know that he wants to put me to sleep. So, D, you're getting your phone.
Ezekiel.
D, Ezekiel. D, Ezekiel. They're gonna say it. They gotta say it right. Say it right.
So I'll say he teaches the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 a.m. class right in the evening. And a lot of people show up to his class, and I figure because he's got a cool Portuguese accent, right? So I'm like, well, you know, that makes sense. But then
Sounds Brazilian.
Yeah, it sounds But he does. That's where I was going with this. He's got a great class. You're going to learn. I go there to learn, so please give the opportunity to check that out.
I gotta work on my Portuguese.
Do you want to say anything?
You want to say it first?
Yeah. Sure. You ready to take over?
Yeah, oh yeah.
All right, guys. So last one, not least, but last, right? Again, brown belts. It's a very, very big step. When you talk about upper belts, you know, and obviously this comes to mind, right? Purple, brown, black. But when I started at Paul's, an upper belt was a two-stripe blue belt. Two-stripe blue belt. And if a purple belt was in town, they were visiting from another school, and if a brown belt showed up, everything stopped. We wanted to see them roll. And, you know, it's weird calling her a student, but she is a student because she's worked so freaking hard. She's put up with a lot of crap, too. And, you know, at one point, I don't know if she just gave up on, you know, resisting or just said, I want to do this, but she literally immersed herself in this. And it went from dragging her to tournaments, you know, to Vegas and California to she's going to tournaments without me, and just kind of letting me know that she's going, and I'm like, oh, bye, right? But a couple things happened, you know, when we opened the spot, and everything's been amazing. I mean, it's all fallen into place. You guys are amazing folks, but being able to put her purple belt on in our academy was, I can't put it into words, guys. I can't. And being able to do this, present this belt especially to her is so special. She means the world to me. Amy, get her.
I personally owe a huge debt of gratitude to Amy that I'll never ever be able to repay. She's got my wife into jiu-jitsu single-handedly, and she kept me alive in 2022. So I had 3 huge major injuries in 2022, and Amy was there for every one of them, and making sure that I didn't do anything stupid to hurt myself again. It didn't work.
You guys got a great coaching staff. You belong to an excellent team. The only thing that I say is to the people that your relatives, your coworkers, just try to refer them back to us and bring them back to jiu-jitsu, because jiu-jitsu is such a beautiful art. They know by looking at you when you lose weight, when you're smiling, when you can't wait. You talk about jiu-jitsu and that's it.